What up, everybody? It's your boy Major Franchise. Today we talking about GameStop. More specifically, GameStop shutting down 150 plus stores. Now I pulled up a little article for you to take a look at here with me, and you can see what it says there in Polygon. GameStop took a beating in holiday sales and will close 150 stores in 2017. Earnings report blames big boxes, underwhelming AAA titles, and they have this nice little stock photo that everybody and their mothers use for a GameStop ad. But I want to point to something else a little bit more specifically. If you look right here, the move targets non-productive stores on a strategy announced more than 3 years ago. GameStop told Fortune in a statement. GameStop's earning report says it will close between 2 and 3% of its stores worldwide. It has more than 7,500 locations in 14 countries currently. Now you want to know why I point that out, and it's quite clear. GameStop is trying to tell investors like, hey, everything's all right, right? We've been planning this for a couple of years. We're going to close the underperforming stores. It's no big deal. But the reality is GameStop is getting hammered. As gaming purchases shift from physical to digital media, and it's happening more and more now. If you look at other reports, MPDs, you'll see 30-40% of all game sales are now digital. And that turnaround happened in the last 3 years. We're talking about from when Xbox finally made that announcement about the Xbox One and what it would be and how it had no disc drive, and people went all crazy like, oh, how am I going to play my games and how am I going to trade my games? The all digital future is upon us, and GameStop is getting hammered as a result. And that's kind of why they went with the whole Think Geek purchase. They get into what's that? Game Trust to publish games. They're sinking, and they're trying to find a way to combat that. Closing stores only temporarily halts the demise that's going to befall them, pretty soon. So while it may not seem like 2% of all your stores being shut down is a big deal, and they do say that they're going to open up another 30 to 40 stores in, high potential areas, GameStop is already everywhere. I mean, their model is brick and mortar. They have a store in every single mall. Any mall with any kind of good anchor in it, a big store that draws a lot of foot traffic to the area, they're already in. I mean, just in my city, there's a GameStop down the street from me, and then a quarter of a mile is a mall, and there's another GameStop in that same mall where they bought, what used to be EB Games and turned it into GameStop. I mean, they're everywhere as it is. But the reality is, I don't go to GameStop. I just go to Amazon. Games on Amazon are 20% off if you have Amazon Prime. That's $48 with free shipping. Why would you pay $65 to GameStop? Just putting that out there like that. So no, this is a sign of the times. This is happening, and I don't see too much they can do about it. They to survive, as a company, they're gonna have to get out of the physical games business. Now, right now, the only reason why you don't see publishers and manufacturers, kind of cutting out the middleman as it be, is because they have to sell hardware still, right? So as long as it's a physical box, you need to put a disc in that box or play the software on that box, plug it into your TV. Excuse me. Somebody has to sell that. And right now, the number one retailer of those items is GameStop. But I mean, outside of that, you buy the console once every 5, 6, 7 years, and you can just download all your purchases from there. I mean, they're hurting. So, they're gonna have to figure out another way to survive. They already have pretty bad practices selling used games, and as that goes by the wayside, their profit margins is gonna continue to shrink, and that's gonna be it. So I think the Game Trust move for GameStop, is a good, attempt at trying to stem that bleeding that's happening right now. But long term, it's not viable. They're dying. So this 150 closing, to me, I'm not saying that next week they're going to be out of business. They have a stranglehold on the games as physical media business as it stands, but they are losing market share. When a store like Amazon can give you a game at $48 as a loss leader because they know you're going to order socks and cereal and spark plugs or whatever else you want from Amazon and makeup, they'll give you that game. They're basically giving you their profit to say, hey, come buy from us, because we know that once we get you in our storefront, you're going to buy other things, and we're cool with that. GameStop can't do that. I mean, their money comes from the sale of the software. They make a couple bucks in every single console that they sell. Their money comes from the sale of software, and then they want you to buy plushie dolls, and warranties and protections, and sign up for the Power Up Rewards card. I mean, they're a dying monster. So this 150 I thought was pretty interesting. And the fact that they're trying to put it off to the investors, because they're a publicly traded company. Their goal is to make money for the people who invest in the stock, and I think that 150 is a sign of things to come. So if you agree, you disagree, leave a comment down below. As always, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, a like. Check me out on patreon.com/WTB Games as well there too. Your support is always appreciated. Until next time, Major Franchise out.